Hey guys, this video is gonna be a little not so positive. I'm gonna try and be as positive as I can where I can, but I thought I just wanted to talk about something purely and honestly of how things are actually going in terms of trying to have it all, live the music dream, whatever. I think a lot of the time I post YouTube shorts and reels and TikToks where I'm encouraging people and being like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm able to do, you know, and I'm still doing this with illness and I still stand by that 100%. But I also want to share the reality of how hard it is as well and the difficulties that I'm having, because that is a large part of it as well. I don't want to just share the highlights. I also want to share the things that I wish I didn't have to deal with, but those things are just as important to share. I thought for this week's video we'll sit down and I'll tell you about how my music career, I feel weird saying music career because it sounds like the joke about like, oh, I'm chasing a rap career or something like that. But I do have a label that I work with, and so I don't know, I still feel weird saying it. But I think I just want to be honest and real with you guys and tell you what's actually going on with trying to keep up. So I did do a video, I think 2 weeks or more ago, explaining the ways in which I adapt in order to still be able to continue this. And I'll link it up there for you to watch when we're done here. But I also want to do a video explaining how hard it's been, the reality and everything. So my music is on hold at the moment. Not really, yes and no. So we're on hold from releasing things because I've just been very unwell this year. I released one song this year. We were going to release a whole heap, but that plan didn't go ahead and we decided that we wanted to get ahead so we could just be a lot of steps ahead to release music. So that's what we did, and we do have a whole bunch of songs and productions ready for next year, but we're way ahead, which is really good because it's really difficult otherwise. I was planning to release 5 songs next year, but there is a chance we might have to cut it down to 4. We are a little behind, but it's because my voice hasn't been in tip-top shape, and I'll get into that and why my voice hasn't been doing well. But I have been really struggling to get vocal takes done because, well, first of all, I've been aspirating a lot and it's been getting, like, at one stage it got fluid into my lungs. I had a pretty bad infection, which I then had to be on antibiotics for, and that took ages to clear. So that has been really annoying. My voice is also not in the best shape a lot of the time because of the reflux and the burning, and I've been throwing up, and it's really started to make an impact on my voice. Another thing that I'm really struggling with, not just in music but also making these videos from time to time, is articulation. If you know anything about music, you'll know that articulation is a very important aspect of recording vocals and singing live. Articulation is how people are able to hear the lyrics bit by bit, and I am struggling to articulate. I have to put in a lot more effort to be able to do that at the moment. I am slurring words, and this is not just when I sing, this is when I talk at the moment as well. I'm slurring words, I'm mixing letters up, I'm just random letters, I'm not even mixing, I'm just swapping letters and with other letters, and I'm pronouncing things completely wrong, and I'm having these pauses in between. I'm mumbling my words midway through and be like blah, 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 or whatever. And editing videos has been so hard because I just listen to myself talk, and it is quite scary to see every week how much I have to edit in order to get a video out just when I'm talking. just my voice, because I can't get the English right. I can't articulate right. Right now, I am putting in so much effort, so I'm slowing things down in order to articulate and get what I need to say out there, because I don't want to have to edit so much, but I have to slow right down in order to be able to articulate, and I have to put in so much effort to get the words out. I don't know why my speech has been so affected lately, but it's been the last 3 weeks. My speech has been quite badly affected. I do have an MRI of my brain in 2 weeks' time, and that will hopefully show answers. We just want answers. I could also be overly tired, I don't know, but articulation is a lot harder these days and seems to be getting worse as time goes on. I don't know how to explain this, but even as I'm speaking right now, it is so exhausting just to get the words out. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so much effort. As you can imagine, this is really difficult when I'm trying to do vocal takes and I'm trying to articulate the words, because the words are an important part of the music and the meaning behind the words are important to me. So that's been very difficult. The other thing I've been struggling with is playing any instrument. I feel guitar is probably easier because of the chords, but even so, I just get kerfuffled. I am struggling with piano. Piano is a very difficult instrument to play at the moment, and it actually was my easiest. It was my easiest instrument to play because, I don't know, I just do really well with piano, and not just the chords, but also little twinkles here and there and arpeggiation and whatnot, and I can't seem to keep up. I can't get my fingers where they need to be and which notes they need to hit. Also, I want to also say I don't sound like this all the time, but there are times like right now where this is what I sound like. It usually depends how tired I am, and I am very tired. The other day I had a doctor's appointment and the same thing was happening. I am worried that these vasospasms are causing damage to my speech when cutting off blood to the brain. I won't be able to continue this video much more. I will try to keep going, but I might have to stop soon because I'm really struggling to speak. There is something that is stopping me from being able to speak in my brain. I don't know what it is, but it is a thing, and it's a thing not all the time, but when I'm tired. This is the reality of how everything's going, and it's been very difficult and seems to be getting worse. I'm also having issues with my trach tube leaking and severe abdominal pain. I need water. Severe abdominal pain. There's a lot going on in my body and I don't know what's causing it, but something is obviously causing it. On my channel, I try and make everyone encouraged and say that you can still do things regardless of what you're going through, but I'm starting to question if that's true. I think at the end of the day, God has given me my voice and ability to sing and write songs. And I understand that he gives, but he can also take away. And that is a really difficult thing, because for so long, my whole identity has been tied up in wanting to sing and wanting to release music and wanting to get the words out there. But it is becoming more and more difficult to do it. And I am concerned it may stop. I don't really have a point to this video other than just sharing what's actually happening, because I feel like I would be a fraud if I shared all about how I'm able to pursue music even with my illness, but yet completely be struggling in the background and not tell you guys and act like everything is okay, and it's not. I'm really struggling. It's been a terrible year. It's been a big struggle, and I'm still trying. I'm still pushing, but I can't continue telling you guys that you can do anything if you put your mind to it, while also not sharing with you guys the reality of how hard it is. I'm still pushing forward, but I guess all I gotta say is, if God says no more, then he means no more. That's hard. It's really hard. So far, that has not been something that's been made clear to me. And that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired and really need to sleep. I slept most of yesterday and was in bed most of today. I went out for girls' ministry and then came back home, and now I'm gonna go to bed. Again, not really much to take away. I don't have much to give you to take away from this video. If anything, it's just show you that it is not easy, and to make sure that I am not selling something that is false. I don't want you to think that I'm doing this effortlessly regardless of my illness, because it has taken so much effort just to even get up in the morning sometimes. And I know a lot of you probably feel that as well. And I don't want to create a false sense of how come she can do that and I can't? How come she seems to do it without any struggle? I'm really struggling. I'm trying, but I'm really struggling. So I think that's important for you guys to know, that social media and YouTube and all that, it's not real. It's like a small part of my life, and I don't have to say this, everyone knows this, but yet I feel like it's good to be reminded, because we tend to forget. Anyway, I'm going to bed. That's this week's video. Love you guys. God bless.